for civil money like they've been doing since 1930, New York numbered styled. I am the son of oligarchy, Mr. Elisha Usmanov and French lady Isabelle of France, both age 70. William Joseph Casey of the 1980s was the CIA director of the time. Casey adopted me out of Uzbekistan, where my parents left me in an orphanage. I was to be a CIA spy child, and I did. Went through many CIA spy lessons on Earth, a Danish African family in Central Africa, a Siberian family in Sokol, a Bolivian family in South America, a German family in Europe, a South Asian family in Laos, a family in East Timor in the Indonesian Isles, a family in America of the Bomans and Indian reservation of the tribe Cherokee. I learned many of their languages. Casey, the CIA director, had me a spy the whole time. I was also a paramilitary spy as a child and stealing information globally, where I was with my setup. Casey, CIA director, adopted families. I had 150 jobs and all to be a spy for info. Casey had me put in America Watch. I was used in the America family I was with, and with lookalikes and many names and different skin colors, I was to global match. Casey chose me because I was a psychic child that in the 1980s had technology to find me. Casey knew I could influence people psychically, and when in foreign lands spying, they wouldn't care about this future socialism in them. All my background records are black trade, except through the CIA. Each year a new CIA director came around. I became unanxious. The last couple of years since CIA Director Burns, they aren't talking with me normal. The old days are over. As a CIA veteran with a CIA income that I don't touch the money of unless it's for my family in Russia. The CIA told me don't trust the government for that money. In the Syrian war, I was a spy on Bashar, the Syrian president. The terrorist group ISIS in Syria was devastating, and America didn't interfere, but with my CIA spy coalition spying there. Russia was bombing terrorist groups. With my CIA spy coalition, we snuck in and acted with the many terrorist groups and disappeared. That using their locations, I used American stealth bombers to kill them. I was caught once without them knowing I was a spy from President Bashar's street police, but escaped and killed them from inside the Syrian street prison. I was caught another time and sent to what I thought was Guantanamo Bay prison near Cuba, and the CIA pulled me out, and I went back to the Syrian war spying. My spy coalition espionage in Yemen's uprise and in Egypt's revolt of President Morsi. The UN force looked infatuated. I joined the UN peacekeepers military through the CIA. Still, as like all wars, I entered as a paramilitary spy. I was in the Congo wars with Mombasa and in the Haiti war with gang members. I spied to kill people in those two wars and to sustain the public peace. Poverty and crime were severe. Sniping 235 lives meant nothing. In the Middle East, to the UN force, as a CIA officer slipped in as an international military police. We killed about 400,000 people for America. I spied on the Iraqi borders, spied in Kuwait. The CIA placed me in the Marine Corps in the Middle East when needed to be. I was in the spying in the Libya outbreak. I've been to many schools. I graduated high school in Pennsylvania at Eaglesmere Village as CIA placed. The CIA placed me in many further education centers. I got to be a spy while in further education schools. As a CIA agent, I joined the Skull and Bones at Yale. As getting good at criminal and civil law, I was then put in Harvard and Cornell by the Central Intelligence Agency. I was a spy of being looks of a black and Indian and Asian and South American man at law firms that was in New York City and Miami, Florida, and Seattle and Los Angeles. With one of my adopted families in Central Florida, the CIA had me finish schooling in community college and trade school and small university there, undercover of different names for nursing and accounting and brain psychology. The CIA had me spying in Ohio in accounting corps, and in Missouri I was a spy high school counselor. Had spy jobs in Chicago as doctoring. The CIA thought I needed more, and I went to Tampa University as a spy in a secluded class for astrology. Did spying in Michigan outer space observatories. I was sent to Colorado to spy in Colorado small towns and small cities, and went to Colorado University to earn a paper license for international politics. The CIA had me a spy teaching international politics in Houston, Dallas, and Austin. The Central Intelligence Agency was having me as a paramedic with ambulance in the Midwest America to study acts that I was schooled for in Florida for. I was a paramedic and ambulance driver in Idaho, Nebraska, Iowa, Utah, Nevada. The Central Intelligence Agency had me in a lot of legal contracts. I was a spy in Moscow to teach at Moscow University. I taught there how to have a perfect government. The CIA put me in New York University to have a degree with socialism. Spied in democratic political clubs. Did it. I'm over it. I want more like my family so I can buy from visiting Russia to bring back. As a paramilitary spy, I've found out things about Russia and about for Colombia and trades in submarines on Earth. Spying in the Ukraine-Russian war and in California with the UN police. I spied in Puerto Rico and Saudi Arabia in their militaries. I've done a lot of action where only was allowed because of the CIA backing me up. The CIA could help me without the courtroom, but I need to know this. Now I'm a Central Intelligence Agency officer of 5 offices. Genie Office is to fix laws and provision plans for America and infiltrate those objectives. Save Human Species Office is to create things valuable to human life, such as survive and control problems from the universe and solar system and forces of nature and wars, and to live forever. The Psychic Technological Services for me and artificial intelligence, individual telecom and physical holograms and holodeck for perfecting America business, that it be government and tops is law and health situations, and other Central Intelligence Agency officers to infiltrate America, coordination with future advances, to make better socialism and actions from Technology Office, Paramilitary Spy Office, and this year is the Dragon Expedition, where I spy in the eastern region to kill terrorists. The Family Office that will be based in the state of Maine, and I will be buying a Central Intelligence Agency Department of Science and Technology to build there in Maine. Then manufacturing an artificial intelligence master package for every American to have free and more physical things for America, future advances.